Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2 and I'm back again with another book review. Recently I read The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel and honestly I did enjoy the book because it gives a ton more insight on the characters and where they're coming from and their families and the different situations that they are involved in. But oddly enough, I actually liked the movie better because it gave us more of a sense of mood and tone and just the sensuality and vibrance of India itself and versus that of England. And just the different trials and tribulations that our characters go through, as well as just the issue of aging. I think that was very intriguing. And actually, in all honesty, there is some optimism that is given to the process of aging within the book, and that's the same thing as what was depicted in the film. Now, if you like the film, I would definitely recommend the book, but the film is just tons better and just so much more understandable, and the characters are just more likable, even though they don't go through every single solitary thing in the movie itself. But it's strange for me to actually care for a movie more than I do a book because typically I like the book better. But I just I enjoy the book, but I just feel that the movie was superior just because you've got the background music that gives it um, more roundness, and even the music itself is its own character, which I think is very intriguing, and it sets the mood and the tone, like I said before, and just the spirituality and the ethereal nature of India itself. Just how open-minded these people are and how optimistic they are. Basically, what their perspective is, and I think that's very intriguing. I give the book about 3 stars, 3.5. I almost wanted to give it 4, but it's just it's not so good as the movie, and it's not as enjoyable as the film. And other than that, it's a short read. You can read it in about a day or two, and you get caught up with the characters and the locations and just everything that's happening within our characters' lives. And the discovery that they make at the end about how one sees the world and how one interprets aging. Basically, that's the whole moral of the story, so to speak, of what I got out of it, and the fact that wherever you look, God is everywhere. That's what the Hindu believe, and I agree with that actually. And our Native Americans actually, they too believe that God is within all things as well, and I have a high respect for that. But you don't really get that kind of serenity or that feeling of overwhelming um, spirituality or metaphysical properties. Excuse me, I couldn't say that word very well. Metaphysical. But other than that, I think it's a good read and well worth it if you've seen the film. But if you're like me, you like a visual interpretation, especially if it's in a foreign country, just so you can get the sense of it if you've never traveled to a place like India, because it's a world all in and of itself, and entirely different than um, the U.S. or any other place. And it does speak about how it is a dichotomy of sorts. You have the really really rich, and then you have the super poor, and then the untouchables, and the different they have the caste system, and or that hierarchy within that. And you can't really advance. Well, you can advance if you have schooling, but schooling is really expensive and hard to come by. And even then, with the economy the way it is, it's challenging to get on one's feet, so to speak. But they don't really talk about that as much. It's more focused on our characters, the ones that we become familiar with in the course of the novel. And she's a good writer. She's very concise, and her word pictures are really quite lovely, I thought. Uh, Other than that, I can't really say that much about the book. Other than I did like it. I just think that the movie version is the superior one.